Here are 5 reasons why this is the year that you're gonna go gray. Reason number 1 is this is probably the best time in history for a woman to decide to go gray. Going gray is more accepted now than it's ever been in the past. From the granny trend a few years back where young women were dyeing their hair gray, to celebrity women embracing their natural gray and inspiring other women to do the same, to brands recognizing the demand for silver hair care products and catering to the unique needs of silver hair, to online community support in the Silver Sisters community. It's never been a better time to go gray. More and more women are ditching archaic ideas of what gray hair signifies, and they're recognizing it for the beautiful color that it is. I think a lot of what holds women back from ditching the dye and embracing their natural gray hair is the attitudes that they grew up with towards gray hair as a hair color. This was often promoted through what I refer to as toxic advertising. You might remember those ads, I gotta wash that gray right out of my hair.
My gray hair makes me feel so old. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair.
But now more than ever, women are choosing to reject the things that they grew up thinking about gray hair and what it signifies. So doing that deep dive into what gray hair means to you is important because you're gonna wanna deconstruct any long-held negative beliefs about gray hair before you start. And so this year, I challenge you to examine your own attitudes about gray hair and what this color signifies, and try to see gray hair in a new way, that it's a beautiful color in its own right, no different than black, brown, blonde, or red hair. It's just another hair color, and it's just another color choice. Reason number 2 to embrace your natural gray hair this year is freedom. Freedom from a never-ending dye cycle, where maybe even every 2 weeks you felt the need to cover those roots. Freedom from planning your life around hair dye appointments, or planning your hair dye appointments around your life. Saving a lot of time and saving a lot of money. Freedom to pull your hair back and not worry about your roots showing because your entire head of hair is your roots. And freedom from the negative opinions of other people. Because as you go along your journey, you find that you stop caring about what other people think. Reason number 3 is healthier hair. You're not only no longer dumping toxic chemicals on your scalp, but your scalp is overall healthier, and that can lead to increased hair growth. Not to mention, you're no longer damaging your hair by putting dye or bleach on it. The 4th reason you should set your gray hair free this year is because you've been wondering what it actually looks like. You know you have. You won't know what your gray hair pattern looks like until you actually start growing it out. And if you're like me, you've been dyeing your hair for so long that you have no idea what color your hair actually is. I was very surprised to find out that I had less gray than I thought I did. And believe it or not, at one point I was actually disappointed that I didn't have more. Your gray hair pattern is as individual and unique as you are, and the only way that you're gonna know what it looks like is to start growing. And the 5th and final reason that you should grow out your gray hair this year is the confidence that develops on the journey itself. There's something about the gray hair journey that inherently builds confidence. When you decide to ditch the expectation and the meaning that gray hair has to you, as well as going against society's standards of beauty, you develop a confidence that is just completely indescribable and somewhat unbelievable. The transformation occurs when you go from something that caused you to be so self-conscious to blooming into somebody that is so confident. And so when we first decide to ditch the dye and embrace our natural gray hair, we often think of it in terms of, what is our hair color gonna look like? What's it gonna look like on me? But what we often don't expect is the inner transformation that occurs in addition to the outer transformation, where we develop confidence and even a little courage. And this gray hair transformation becomes so much more than just being about hair. So if you've been wanting to go gray, I encourage you to make this the year that you do it. And if you want to know more, then here's a gray hair playlist that has everything you need to know about ditching the dye and embracing this gorgeous hair color. As usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.